That was a terrible crack. Hi world. I'm Jenica.
I'm Genevieve. And we are the Gens.
And we're catching you up on life. Don't mind the redness, I'm just Asian and I'm drinking. This video, for the most part, is us cooking dinner and catching you up on what happened in the last almost 3 years now. Since that was like, what, 2021?
2022?
It was 22.
I think 22. There's been a lot that's happened since then. So catching up, talking about life, and cooking a really good meal.
I think our last video was in 2022, the beginning of the year, and we were still living in Sacramento. We moved to Vegas.
Yes,
July 2022, and we live here now.
When we first moved here, we moved into a house with Jenica's brother, her cousin, and her cousin's best friend. Mm-hmm. And we really loved the house. We liked living there. However, we lived with all boys. And we were like, what are we doing? We need to have our own space, our own cute little lesbian space, you know? Mm-hmm. So a couple months in, we got a new cat. We'll do a cat reveal.
I got you right now.
Cat reveal. Aww. This is him, Ploopy.
He's so cute. He just lets you do whatever too. He does not care.
We won't go into how we got him because we're thinking about making a whole separate video about that. You could talk about the first job we got.
We worked for this place called, I'm not gonna say the company name. But pretty much we worked on the strip and did concerts, events, and stuff like that. We worked for Chris Angel. It was hella cool.
Yeah,
we got to fucking work Adele. She changed my life, actually.
We got to work like a Usher concert. We did Miranda something. She sings country. But Adele was our favorite. So once we started working the Adele concerts, we signed up for like every single one. We got to stand in a position where Adele was like arm's length. Like she walked through her concert.
I would touch her and get fired.
Yes.
But it would have been worth it.
She walked by and we were just like starstruck.
I really cared for Adele too at that time. I was just like, cool, Adele. Oh, Adele.
Now see me, I always loved Adele since I was really young. And Jenica wasn't on that Adele hype yet. But
we had different type of like, we've talked about this, different type of emo. My emo's like crawling in my skin, and your emo's like Adele.
So after we did concert ushering, we switched to doing like ambassador work. Yeah. One thing about Vegas is there's so much work opportunity.
So much more affordable than California. Still a big city, but such a slower side.
Yeah, we got into ambassador work, and then we were like, you know what? We want to move out of this house and have our own place. So obviously we're going to have to make more money, and we should get full-time jobs. The first full-time jobs that we got, Jenica, you can talk about
I became a leasing agent at this place in Henderson. I met one of my best friends there. One of the sweetest humans I've ever gotten to know. So very thankful for that. It was not a forever thing. It was a piece of shit company, really.
So while Jenica started doing leasing, I decided to work at a preschool, a very high-end, bougie ass preschool.
Tuition was how much?
The tuition monthly for children to go there was like $1,600. Working with 20 different 2-year-olds at once, and it's only you and one other teacher, was overwhelming, to say the least. So I only lasted like, a month and a half there?
Something like that. You gotta put that in there. You should auto-tune it.
Should I put all my burps in?
Yeah. Let the world know the real you.
So I quit the preschool job. Jenica was making good money as a leasing agent and telling me I should do it too. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I hunted down this company that I really wanted to work for.
Big shout out to them. We're not going to say their names.
Yeah, we won't say any company names.
Love them.
Love them. They treated us really well.
Very human corporation.
And the reason Jenica knows that is because she joined me at my company.
Yeah, I was like, damn, what they got going on over here is a lot better than what I got going on at my place.
And I started to get really depressed because although leasing had its perks, I knew I never could see myself like moving up in that career. People suck. They will take all of their anger out on you.
At the end of the day, it's a customer service job where you're helping people with issues where they live.
It was just not enjoyable, and it was like every single day someone wanted to come in and scream at me.
Love the company, loved the office people, but
oh yeah, I loved my coworkers. I loved the company. Once I quit, I got a barista job soon after. It was for a big known company, a well-known company.
You probably all go there.
I worked there for like a week and a half, and then I realized that the people there were just not for me. But there was a coffee shop that's right down the street from us, a small business and woman-owned. Just like Jenica met one of her best friends at the first leasing job she got, I met one of my best friends there. When I was working at the little cafe place, then Jenica started going through her own thing.
I started getting sad. The first place that I worked at, I met one of my, for sure, lifelong friends. Same thing with the second place, too. I love the both of them to death. But the reason why I ended up leaving the second property that I started working at was because management started to get a little toxic.
It wasn't management itself, it was the manager.
Yeah. It wasn't management. Love the corporation. You know, sometimes you just have managers that suck. The assistant manager who I was hella close with at the second property that I started working at left. I decided to leave too. And I found this other place. Super luxury. Very bougie. But, you know, with high-end places comes stuck-up people. It was not worth it. It started getting pretty bad. I'm not going to downplay it. It was a little scary, like, in my mind. Luckily, I have the most perfect partner.
Love you.
Love you too.
She helped me early in the year whenever I was struggling at the job I was at. So whenever she was struggling at this position, of course, I was like, all right, it's my time to get my together. So in order for her to take a break, I obviously needed to get a full-time job. And I had a friend in California who worked as a registered behavior technician. When I learned more about the job, I decided that that was what I was going to do for my full-time job. I found a place that was right down the street, and I loved it. I came home and I told Jenica, like,
checked off a lot of boxes.
It didn't even feel like I interviewed. It felt like I was just having like a silly conversation with the people in the room. I just became officially licensed as a registered behavior technician. And I'm pretty happy there for the most part. You know what? Pause. I hope that these stories of how many jobs we went through within 2 years is a little bit inspiring to people who don't like what they're doing or are thinking about quitting their job or whatever, because
or thinking they don't know what they're doing. It's okay to not fucking know. There's so much. Why are you going to pick one thing? Why don't you try everything?
You spend more time at work than you do at home, at least if it's a full-time job. And you should enjoy yourself for the most part.
Yeah.
For as much as you possibly can.
You should enjoy the people that you work with, what you do.
The work you're putting into it.
Like the least amount of suffering possible. I know working sucks in general, but like to find something where you're suffering the least, that's lit.
But there was so many other things that happened. We also got another cat. She's super cute. We'll do a cat review.
This is our big old girl.
This is Aww. This is Juno. Say hi, Juji. That's her saying hi.
Genevieve got her fucking car. She has her very first car.
Oh yes, my very first car ever. Love her. A Hyundai Venue. If anybody knows those cars, they are awesome. I love them. And also, actually last year, so 2024 November, we ended up taking a cruise with our family, and there was 31 of us. It was my very first time ever going out of the country, and we went to Cozumel, Belize, Honduras, and we did all kinds of different excursions, and it was awesome. Lots of fun. Got drunk all the time.
I got messed up. I've got a random update. My face exploded last year. This is a scar. Cutscene to the photos right now. If you feel like you can stomach gory
oh no,
the swelling photos.
Okay, we'll show boom 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 boom
photos.
photos of when it was swollen, but we won't show when it burst.
If you've ever seen a ghoul from Fallout, that's what this side of my face looked like. It's very surprising that this is all I walked away with.
It looked like it almost turned into one huge hole that melted her cheek off.
It was disgusting.
It was kind of crazy.
I had to change my own bandages and I cried.
And I like almost passed out and I also cried.
I got hospitalized for like 4 days.
No, 5. Oh, also, her speaking about her medical issues, my appendix burst. Your girl was just having cramps in the middle of the night, and I thought, it's my woman cramps. No, they lasted 24 hours and the whole day at work, and then we ended up going to the hospital. We're cracking jokes the whole time.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha, it's gas.
Gassy.
Ha ha ha, to me, because the doctor came in and said, yep, your appendix is going to burst, so you need to go into surgery ASAP. But I had my girl there, so it wasn't bad. We honestly live very simple lives. We don't really go out. I know that we live in Las Vegas, but the only times that we've gone to the Strip are when our friends from California came to visit. And other than that, we never go on the Strip.
We're very very homebodied.
Yeah, we drink, but we drink at home. And I feel like in a way, us putting our videos out there and talking and this and that is allowing it's allowing people on the internet to get to know us in a deeper level.
Connecting
because
with people,
we don't
ourselves out there.
Yeah, we don't usually do that in our own time. We kind of want to just have fun with this. This is going to be our passion project. This is going to be whatever the heck we want to put out there into the world. And we have a lot of ideas, but just know that they're just not going to
be one thing.
And so if you stick around, cool. And if you don't, we get it. For now, we don't have any more updates. We're going to continue cooking this soup.
And we'll just talk.
All right. So right now we got some chopped onions. We got some zucchini, some lime, jalapenos. We have some cilantro on the side, a bunch of red potatoes. We are currently boiling some tomatoes and some jalapenos. And soon to be, Jenica will be frying some chicken thighs.
Searing them.
Oh, searing some chicken thighs for us. We will show you the end result.
I think I need some of those.
You want some of these?
Yeah, I do.
How much?
Some.
I'm going to put lime on. You don't want lime?
Rinse it.
Just blow on it.
No, rinse it. It's going to be the same.
Let's put away stuff we're done with so it's out the way. I'm not touching you with my Dorito fingers. Don't worry. No! They're going to get cat hair on them. You're filled with cat hair right now. Show the camera.
Okay, I knew this. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh my god.
That's the result of having 4 carbs.
We also gained woman weight and happy relationship weight, so.
Oh yeah, so if you see our last videos and you see these videos now and you're like,
I don't want to see no comments.
They're looking a little chubby.
Body positivity only.
You better shush.
Sorry, you're not in love.
Yeah, weight equals love.
Feel sexy though.
Yeah, look. You wish you had a donk like that. She don't gotta do nothing for that donk.
Something going on when I flex and suck in a little bit.
Y'all don't know this, but
like from the side. But
anytime we go into the bedroom, she transforms into a bodybuilder.
Dude, and look at this. Yonk. What?
If anybody says anything about our relationship weight, I will actually come for you.
So now we're taking the boiled tomatoes out of the pot, and then we're gonna blend it with the jalapenos.
Let's see. Perfect. So you put everything in there. Honestly, now we can pour. So
put everything in there. Chop veggies.
Yes.
The soup is all done. We are watching a show.
And here is the end product. We put rice.
Bravo!
This was here,
Thank God.
but my forehead is dry, so I put that there.
Commission.
Yeah, don't judge that.
Yeah.
If you watched the whole video, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And kill it
I'm going to
with
the bathroom.
whatever you're doing.
When I get back, I'm reaching
Kill
my
it.
pocket.
See you next
and your
time.
dumpster.
Peace.
And we're going to the BC